Hey there guys, thanks for clicking on and tuning in for Season 3, Episode 1 of this Contracts Crystal Palace save with me, Mr. Cuddly. So guys, in this episode we will show you what business we've been doing in the transfer market. You don't want to miss out, stay tuned for that. Plenty of new faces coming in the revolving door here at Selhurst Park. And also guys, in case you missed it last episode or you've not seen it and this is your first time watching, we are playing European football this season guys. So we're going to need all the support we can get. So any new people out there that's now watching, please subscribe. Any comments would be very welcome and thumbs up would be amazing. So without further ado guys, I think we need to crack on with this episode, show you some entertaining football and of course some new quality players in the front door. So let's get over straight away and check out on what business we've done. So big thumbs up for those of you that are still watching, still enjoying it. We are now Season 3, Episode 1, and as you can see on the screen in front of you, we've had plenty of green. We'll touch on that in a minute. Let's go to what we're all here, what we're all waiting for is, of course, transfer news, where we have been very, very busy in trying to build a squad that's a bit more competitive. Whereas I feel if we had this squad that we've now built last season, we would have been probably thereabouts anyway. But this year, with the added pressure of the European football, midweek football, all the cup games, etc., etc., I feel we needed to get a bigger and better squad. So we have a decent squad now, I believe. I'm going to show you what we purchased. We spent just short of 50 million quid, well, 40 odd million. So I think we need to delve into transfers in. And I say that like we've sold loads of players, but we haven't. We've got one player out on loan from the first team. So we are struggling to get rid of players, but it's a work in progress. It's going to take time. So, signing number one, I said it towards the end of last season, if you remember, that I've already made a signing. He was a goalkeeper, and I'll tell you more about him. This is that goalkeeper. We have signed Christian Joel, or Joel, however you want to say it. I'm guessing it's Joel because he's, I think he's Brazilian. Is he Brazilian? Anyway, wherever this guy's from. Where is he from? Spanish. All right, ignore that. He's not Brazilian. So we're going to go with Joel, Christian Joel. We signed him as a backup because I've got 3 goalkeepers. I think it was important to maybe keep definitely 2. I did also say I was going to get rid of Vincent Gaeta. If I get rid of him and put him up for sale, it is going to cause riots in the dressing room. So I'm keeping him within the squad. He's probably going to be a cup goalkeeper this season. Not too sure what I'm going to do yet. So he has played several games in the pre-season. The reason why we purchased him, he's 23 years of age. His aerial reach of 15. His eccentricity, is that the word how you say it? 19. One-on-ones 14. Punching tendency 17. And 15 bravery. So there's also some great highlighted jumping, natural fitness, stamina, strength. And I think they're good attributes for a young goalkeeper. I've purposely signed this goalkeeper for a sell-on profit. I think in 2 years, 3 years' time, this guy will be playing at the top of his game, way before his peak. And I think I'll probably have to cash in 15, 20 million quid for him, additional onto what I've already paid. So that's what I'm hoping for with this guy. But in the meantime, I'm not sure if he's going to start. He's played a lot of pre-season and done really well. But I'm not sure if I can just kick out Butland or Gaeta just for the sake of this guy coming in. So he may be this season just a cup goalkeeper. I'm not totally sold on the idea of him starting, but it depends on how quick his progression is. Right, so that is Christian Joel. As I say, we signed him for, I think it was 6 million. So we have a look. 6.25. Contract details, he's on 11.5 grand a week, absolutely nothing. If he has a good season this season, we'll give him a new contract with a release clause in it. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with this one. So that is player number 1. So player number 2, we went north of the border and we went to Scotland. Celtic, to be absolute precise, over in Glasgow, and we signed Christopher Ajer. Really, really good player. I've used this player in FM20. Guy was really decent. He can play in one of 3 positions, and he's so natural at it. He can play centre half, he can play a defensive midfielder, or a deep line playmaker. So the guy is, he's fantastic. I am probably going to play him as a ball playing defender, but that could change depending on anybody leaving the club. There won't be any more ins. That's it. We've just made our final signing literally days ago, so there will be no more additional signings coming into the club. We've spent a heap of money for the kind of club we are, and I'm just trying to think European football. So I was trying to find some players that aren't going to break the bank, that have had a little bit of experience in Europe. So this guy fits the bill. Current abilities 3.5 star, potential 4. This guy is going to be amazing. He's only 24 years of age. We paid 15.5 million, and currently his contract is 53 grand a week. And he's got a minimum release clause for UEFA Club Champions of £33 million. Optional contract, of course, is a year by the club, with a sell on at 5%. Unused sub, so really you're paying 2.5 grand if he's not used. You need to use him. He's got to be played. Appearance fees 10.5 grand. You can see the contract there. That's what we've got. That's what we've purchased. That is player number 2, Christopher Ajer. So signing number 3, we went to West London. We actually went to the Bees of Brentford, and we signed this complete wing back, who I sort of had my eye on towards the end of the season. I noticed him, and his name kept popping up. He was only 21 years of age. He fits what we need to do with the board. Players under the age of 23. He's actually down as a squad player, although he probably will be a starting, maybe not, we'll see. He's actually a starting of 3.5 star, potential 5 star ability. Jeremy Ngakia. Is that how you say his name? Anybody wants to correct me, feel free, correct me in the comments, not a problem. So don't need to say much about player number 4, Mohamed El Nene. I managed to get the guy at the end of his contract. Didn't cost the club any money at all, which pleases me. We know what he's all about. He's got the experience. European football he's probably played before under Arsenal. So I won't go too much into this guy. So the contract we actually got him on is 43.5 grand a week, and pretty much that is it. It was quite an easy deal to do. So El Nene I was quite happy with. More likely going to be more of a backup player this season, but it's the experience that we're going to have. So I'm thinking of experience for the Europa League and in the Premier League as well. So really chuffed with El Nene. So I think we need to go to our next signing. Is it signing number 6 or 5? Either way, we've got another signing to look up to. And of course, we've gone back to West London. We've gone to Chelsea, got Michy Batshuayi. Again, the same way we got El Nene. End of contract, it ran down. We went in for for this guy with a host of other teams. Didn't think we were going to get him. He chose to come to the club because didn't give a reason. He just came to the club. So his contract isn't much difference from El Nene's on 58 grand a week. Just a few more. There's a few more add-ons and clauses with him. So team of the year, 200 grand. Don't think he's going to get that. Top goal scorer in division. He certainly won't be getting that. But, optional 1 year, sell-on percentage, unused sub, all that sort of stuff. Quite similar to El Nene. So, we will go to the next phone. We're going to go to the next signing that we've managed to pick up along this journey. So, stick with me. So, just 2 more signings to show you, and the latest one is Jesse Lingard. Managed to pick Jesse up on a free once again. I know what you're thinking. On a free? Absolutely. He was on a free, floating around. Do you know what? He's been immense in pre-season. He's been that good, I can't not offer him a starting position. It's as simple as that. I cannot offer him a starting position. He has to start. He actually makes... He wants to play as a shadow striker. And the only way he would come to the club is if I promised him to play as a shadow striker, which I've started playing him as a shadow striker. Oh my God, have we seen instant results? Yes, we have. 3 goals straight away, 1 player of the match. The guy is a workhorse, so absolutely delighted with Jesse. What we got, he's a 3.5 star. He's not gonna get much better. He's 29 years of age. I think we've given him a 3-year contract. Just have a look at the contract now. So he's on a 3-year contract, 42 grand a week. What an absolute steal. So the last signing of this, it's got to be the season. I can't see us being allowed to sign any more players. I'll show you why in a moment. Is Yannick Vestergaard from Southampton. I think we paid about 12.5. Yep, 12.5 million for Yannick. So I've got an issue with a centre half. I've got an issue with Lianco. I'm trying to get rid of him. He doesn't really fit into what I want to do. He seems like he's causing a bit of a nuisance within the squad. So I thought, let me see if I can find someone with experience who I can sign to bring in. I was looking for someone anyway to bring in, and I did fail at the beginning of the season. Again, I'll talk to you about the mishaps and the almosts in just a moment. So I needed someone that's familiar with the league, up to speed with it, and used to sort of these sort of battles. I don't want to say the word relegation, but mid-table battles. And Yannick was the one that I was looking into, so I made an offer, managed to get the guy. So straight away we're going to make profit on him if we want to sell. 29 years of age, he's 6'6". He can play the back line. He can play centre half, ball playing defender, really good. 64 grand a week. I wanted to get him a bit cheaper than that, but he weren't buying it. He did come in at 68, so I managed to get him down to 64. I tried to get him to 60, and he had none of it. So I sold at 64. What has that done to the club finances? I hear you cry. Yeah, it's not great, considering we had 54 million quid. I did lower the transfer budget by about 12 million, purely to get the wages as high as they are, because we were spending over the wages, which has put us in a bit of an issue if you look at the overall balance. But we've got money coming in at the end of the season. We're going to have money coming in from Europe now, so that's where we're at with the transfers and finances. So this is the squad. As you can tell now, just by simply looking at this, we have good backup positions in every position. Absolutely delighted with what we've managed to achieve in the squad with the money we've had. Probably the strongest on the attacking midfield, which is a little bit worrying. Because Lewis Cook's never going to play there. Lingard, Mayer and Eze is the 3. Ollie McBurney is an option, but probably not. I mean, up top I'm going to have Brenner, Batshuayi, McBurney. Lingard can play there even. Mateta went back, and Jordan Ayew went on a free. So it kind of left me a little short. So the additional option of someone like a Jesse Lingard playing a shadow striker, if we are to lose a striker, we know he can sort of play that role just as well as McBurney can. So kind of happy with that. Midfield, I think I'm covered more than enough with what we've got in all positions. Riedeveld, who is only a 3-star, he's not really progressed like I thought he would do last season. So, but he can play centre half, he can play left back, he can play midfield. So he's so versatile, he's worth keeping, even though I could get maybe 20 million quid for him. I think the addition of Christopher Agier is fantastic. He is, I mean, my defence really is there, isn't it? My 4 centre halves I've got are all 4.5 star, or sorry, 3.5 star. So I need to really think how I'm going to go about this, because I don't think I've ever had a Crystal Palace side on Football Manager that has such strong, good depth or good quality in the depth of the squad that I've built, certainly on a tactic like this. I've never played a tactic like this with Crystal Palace. I've normally played with wingers and just tried to get crosses in and use a big man and play counter-attacking football. This sort of counter-attacking football for me is working so well. And if it isn't broken, never try to fix it. Just try to sort of guide it with a bit more quality and a bit more experience, which is what I've tried to do, and I hope you can see that. So, because this isn't just my team, this is the viewers' team as well. So this is the squad. I'm not going to bother you with that anymore. I think what we'll do now is we will go over and quickly have a look at the schedule of the first two tough games we've got, and of course how well we've done in the pre-season friendlies. So let's pop over there now and just take a quick look. Right, so as you can see, our first friendly is quite sad really. We won 2-0. Jean-Philippe Mateta and Ollie McBurney. Mateta has now sadly left the club. He went back. I did try to sign him for 22 million. He did decline the offer that was available to him on the table. He was being a little bit too greedy, so we decided to get away from it. And I decided I don't need to sign another striker right now. Excuse me. Game number 2, Michy Batshuayi getting on the score sheet, 76 minutes gone. You know, I mean, we haven't conceded in any game bar one. We've only conceded 2 goals all pre-season. And I don't know why that is. I can't put my finger on it. It might be the poor quality of, you know, opponents that we've played. I'm not too sure. When we played one decent side, which was Anderlecht, they managed to score 2 goals. So I'm a little bit concerned. But let's go on to the 5-0 beating of Waldorf. Brenner scoring a hat-trick. 3 minutes, 10 minutes, and then a penalty. Konsa getting on the score sheet. Remember, he didn't score at all last season, so he's managed to get a goal up and running early and starting to build his account. And Eze, of course, scoring the goal. Next game, can you see the pattern? Michy Batshuayi everywhere bar one game. Michy Batshuayi on the score sheet. Would like to welcome Christopher Ajer to the score sheet squad. He's made it. He's on there. 32 minutes gone in the 4-0 win against Standard. And then in our 2-0 win against Charles Batshuayi, and once again Jesse Lingard scoring there. And what I find very encouraging is the goals came not from my forwards, they came from my shadow striker and my attacking midfielder, the two that are going to be battling it out for that position. I'm pretty certain Eze is going to be used more of just a backup. He didn't really show me enough last season, but he's good talent and I don't want to let him go. Right guys, welcome back to the tactics page. So this is the team we've gone for. We're trying to be a bit fairly defensive but also offensive. So we've got in goal Christian Joel, our centre half, 3 of them all going to be ball playing defenders. Ajer, Vestergaard and Sensi. Right side will be Nagakia, the engine, yeah. Left side will be Mitchell, El Neni and Coyote will play in the middle. That's probably where we're lacking a little bit of qualities in the middle of the park. Jesse Lingard will play the shadow striker. Brenner will play and Michy Batshuayi. Just a quick one. I forgot to give you an update on a few players that slipped out of our grasp when we thought we were there. And the first one was Eric Bailly. We tried to get him on a free from Manchester United. We had talks. We just didn't agree a contract because he agreed it with, I think it was Seville in the end. So he's gone to Seville in Spain. The other one was Bakayoko from Chelsea on a free. Talks, excellent. Again, where did he go? He went to Spain as well. Atletico Madrid he went to. So there's 2 that got away. I'm pretty certain there was 1 or 2 more, but I just can't quite remember because they clearly weren't that memorable. Right, so this is the team. I've given you the lineup. The bench is Gaeta. I'm actually going to change Gaeta on the bench and put Butland because Butland was my number 1, but I'm going to have to change that. So Butland, Larola, Konza, Mayer and McBurney, they are the 5. It's tough. I'm going to have to break people's hearts now because this needs to be a very rotated squad. I've got players like Lewis Cook on suspension, Nathan Ferguson on suspension. If he wasn't, I mean, it's looking quite strong now, the whole squad, so I'm really happy with this. Right, we're expecting a bit of a pounding off Man City, so let's go get it. So Vestergaard will be making his first appearance ever for Palace. He's played no pre-season. We signed him just after our last pre-season game, so he's literally had a week with the lads. And I'm interested to see how he will do against this very good Manchester City side. So the game is underway. Apologies for clearing the throat. It's got to be done. I see Man United beat Liverpool 3-0 first game of the season. I mean, what a first game to have anyway. Liverpool or Manchester United respectively, either of them. Mitchell with a throw. Goes long. No one really there. So, again, I need to look at his tactic. I think it's dying out this one. Well done, Jesse. Gets his foot in. Still, City's so dangerous on the break. They're dangerous without being on the break. They're just so good. Great challenge. Brenner brings it forward. Mitchie's got Mitchie with him. Doesn't use him. Keeps going. Oh, bottom corner. Brenner puts it in. 1-0 Palace. Absolutely perfect counter-attacking football. 1-0. We'll take that against the Blues of Manchester. We're only playing balance. We're not playing defensive. We're not going to sort of sucker it all in too easy. De Bruyne, free kick. Bernardo Silva. Ow, like the smallest player on the pitch. That's frustrating. Okay, 1-1. Okay, so De Bruyne, outswinger. Tell you what, that's why. Can he get on the end of it? He can't. Bernardo goes out wide to Cancelo. Or Cancelo comes inside. Oh, great clearance off the line. Great clearance. That was Christopher Azier on his debut for Crystal Palace. So, not a bad half. Match stats read, obviously City have had all the ball, all the possession. We've had one shot, one on target to give us a goal. So, delighted, viewers. Absolutely delighted. Don't need to change anything right now. I think everybody's looking fairly fit. Okay, I'm just going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it up. Let's keep Man City sort of guessing and keep them sort of, when we can, keep them on the back foot. That's all we need to do. Not need to do, it's all we want to do. So just approaching 60 minutes. Anyone starting to... I'm going to fire them up though. Probably not the best thing to do, firing them up. And there it is. Oh my God. Great ball. Mitchie backs wide. Lingard one-on-one. Just goes a bit wide on Brenner. Carries it into the box. Brenner. Oh, good challenge. Great challenge. I thought the counter was going to be on then. Mitchie turns. Goes back to Nagia on the back. On the right hand side. Loses possession. Retains it. Gets it back again. Crosses. Oh, Jesse Lingard makes it 2 to the Palace. 1 to the City. The City of Manchester are trailing the red and blue stripes of South East London. Great goal. Remember what I said about Jesse Lingard? Right place, right time. Genius. He could be like the buy of the season. Why are you still doing that? I'll tell you why, because I didn't change it. Mitchell, left hand side. El Nene, oh, great return ball. Mitchell, position across. Doesn't get his cross in. De Bruyne. Oh, great challenge. Mitchell with the ball. Oh, don't give it away now. That's exactly what we've done. We've panicked. Great goal. All because we panicked. We've conceded 2-2. Okay, with that, I think we need to get some fresh legs on because we are struggling a little bit with... I mean, what can I do? The roller can come on. I haven't got a decent midfield that I can... I mean, I can put Konza on. Switch him and play that. We can do that. Okay, and I'm going to leave Jesse on. I was going to take him off, but you know what? I'm going to take him off. Can Mayer play shadow striker? He can. Not very good, but you can have a go. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna crack on. So 2-2, 76 minutes gone. I think we know what sort of rating is going to be on the wall here. We are going to get FM'd close to the 90 minutes, I do feel. But nevertheless, what a great performance so far. Mitchell, you've got to sort them throws out, because I thought you was the best player on the pitch for long throws. I mean, it's off our long throw because I've been too lazy to change it. That's now conceded the 3rd goal at home on game day 1. Alright, the players we are playing, the talent we're up against, we're expected to concede 2 or 3, maybe even 4 goals. But not like that. Can we break away and do it to them? Brenner. Oh, he's taking it all on. Mitchie. Oh, he's put it wide. He's put it wide. Mitchie bats wide. Puts it wide. Still, chuff with the players. I think they played really well. To come away with a 3-2 defeat is a little bit annoying, but at the same time, you know, we bossed the game in sense of possession there. Passes completion, maybe not. 4 shots, 2 on target. They had 16 and only 6 on target. So, you know, I thought our defence stood quite strong considering what we was up against. So, well chuffed with that. Right. So, with that done, I think we need to go over to game day 2 and play the red side of Manchester at Old Trafford. So, we'll see you for the tactics. Right, we are at match day 2. Of course, we're now playing Manchester United. So this is the team we're going with. We've got Joel in goal, Ajay, Vestergaard and Sensei will be the the rock, the wall in central defence. Nagic, that guy on the right, I can't say his name. Gakia, is it a silent N or a silent G? I'm going to call him Nakia. Is that right? Anyway, he's on the right. Mitchell on the left. El Nene and Cook comes back into the fold after serving his suspension. Lingard will play the shadow striker behind Brenner and Michy Batshuayi. Exactly the same tactics. We've changed the bench just a little bit. I've put Lianco on the bench, took off Konza, and I've put Eze on the bench and took off Lovro Mayer. Mayer was the most assists with 10 last season, so I don't want to leave him out too long before he starts getting annoyed. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to take Eze off there and I'm going to put Mayer in. I'm playing Lingard because he's got a point to prove against Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so if he can play as well as he has done in pre-season and last game, maybe even got on the score sheet, you know, you might shut him up. Anyway, it is Man United and they're also very, very hard to beat, so that's the team. We are going to progress through now and get on with the game. And hopefully we don't, you know, put in a bad performance. I don't mind losing to these big teams, but I want good performances. You know, it's performances, isn't it, we want? So, corner. And I've made some changes as well to the long throws and to the defending corners, which has just worked then with the player on the back post, which worked a treat. Because we conceded goals, 2 goals in pre-season, the only 2 we conceded. So let's see if the long throw works. Oh, nearly, but we're thereabouts. So we got another one. Yeah, didn't really work that time, did it? Okay, he's got an overlap here, so we're going to be short there. Short-staffed on that side then. Oh, well in, Mitch. Save Sanchez. Good save. Not a bad opening 6 minutes, as I say. Vestergaard heads it away. Mitchie picks it up. Uses his pace. Oh, referee, get him off. Dirty Northern scum. Constant pressure, but what can we do against a team so good as Man United, you know? Well done, well done. Good defensive play, picking up your players. So we're just coming up to, well, we're over 15 minutes. happy to say it's goalless. Normally we're a goal down. Vestergaard's going to have a nice long throw on him. It's just not hitting target. I've got to change it again. So it worked the first time. Great play, Martial. Great save, Sanchez. It's what we signed him for, people. One-on-ones, he's good. Great play. I think the defensive structure on corners... Alright, I'm going to say we're going to concede a goal, but so far it looks okay. Pogba, free kick. This is what we don't want. Oh, he's hit the bar. I'm sure my goalie pushed it onto the bar then. In fact, I'm positive. Goes down as a save, that. Great save, goalie. I mean, we are being totally outclassed. But we've got to stick to what we believe in. We can't play any other way. Because we won't even put up a fight. We'll just crumble. That's a great ball. Just always finding some space there. That was a poor ball that time. Oh, this doesn't look good. There it is. Didn't look good. Knew it. You just knew they were going to score from that. We let him run down the right. We let him cross it. They're going to punish you. So I've got nothing to lose. I might as well go for it in the second half. They score one. They'll always get two. Right, okay. I'm going to go attacking. I've got nothing to lose. I'm 1-0 down. If I get back in it, then obviously I'll change it again. But I need to demand a bit more from the boys. Just been so lacklustre. Absolutely nothing. We've given nothing. Oh, great ball. Mitzi, 1-on-1. Can he score? No, he's missed. No. How's he missed? Thought he'd done it. Clearly the goalie didn't save it because he didn't go out for a corner. Bastard. As with the ball. Surely he's going to play it to El Nene. Come on, build it up. Build it up. I thought he'd lost it then. It's a great switch. Mitchell into Cook. Cook back over to Mitchell. Mitchell's got a bit of space in front of him. Jesse Lingard. Back to Mitchell. Cross it is. It's Mitchy Batside. Get in there. Only 1-1 at Old Trafford. Get in there. Right, I'm going to settle for... I should never say settle for a point, but I give it a 5 more minutes, then I'm changing that attacking because we know what's going to happen. We know, right. I'll tell you what, let's cancel. Let's run this through before I make any changes. Come on, nip it off him. Nip it off him. Just take your time. He's done it again. He's done it again, folks. The outcome's a lot different this time. Well done, Mitchy. Get in there. 2 cracking goals. Off attacking, going to balanced. Let's make some changes. What am I going to do? So, I'm going to put Lianco on because we've got a centre half that's a little bit... Jesse's coming off. He hasn't done a great deal. He's not going to play shadow striker. He's just going to play an attacking midfielder on support so he can help back a little bit. And I think that'll do. So we've got 7 minutes to sit this out. 5 minutes. Plus added time, which is probably going to be 2 or 3 minutes. McBurney's going to come off. We have got a fantastic result. Come on. Beating Manchester United 2-1 at Old Trafford. Dig that, boys. Get in there. Super proud of you. Right, we've got 1 more game to go, guys. What does that do? Puts us to 11th. League doesn't matter right now. So we are now going to be playing, unfortunately for Norwich. 18th position. But again, they're probably still trying to find their feet in the Premier League. So next game will be Norwich City. Join me in the tactics page for the Norwich game. Okay, guys, welcome to the third and final game on this episode. So this is the side we are going to use to play against Norwich. A few minor changes, nothing amazing. So we've got Joel in goal, Azir, Vestergaard and Sensei keeping that trio in defence. Nakia on the right, Mitchell on the left. Riedeveld comes in place for El Nene. Cook moves to central midfield. Meyer is going to play the shadow striker role with Brenner and Michy Batshuayi up top. I'm not making too many changes or too many risks. We need points and we're going to need them quick. So this is the side we're going with. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a result against Norwich today. So let's go and find out. So we are going with a positive mentality on this. Straight away, cut him out. Mayo, it's just the final balls where he's struggling. Nakia takes it down the right. Gets a ball into Michy Batshuayi. Plays it backwards to Riedeveld. Goes out left to Mitchell. Mitchell inside. Michy Batshuayi. Mayer scores. Offside. It doesn't count. I got a bit carried away. Shh. Calm down, Lee. Calm down. Corner. There it is. Sensei. Back post. Just a few small changes to corners, throw-ins and free kicks I've made. And it could be paying dividends. We'll see. I mean, it's the first corner I've had, really. So, since I've changed it, to give us a goal. So, really what I want to see is a long throw-in, just to see if anything does change. So, 22 minutes played. Just the one goal. Riedeveld is struggling with his sharpness. So this should go to Brenner. Nope, because he's fucking hell. Michy. Brenner makes it 2. I think I've changed. I think it should have gone to Brenner, but I've not moved Batshuayi from the long throw. Let me just pause that a minute. Why is Cook there? And Mitchell. It's the wrong side, that's why. I've only changed one side, never mind. We'll have to look at that in a minute. Great assist by his strike partner, Michy Batshuayi. Brenner making it 2 on the day, and is that his second in the Premier League so far? So he's up and running. They're both up and running, so hopefully this season could be a good strike force. I knew it was key to get Michy back at the club for the experience, and Brenner, well, the boy's talented. He's going to get us goals. It's just how many? Yeah, we seem to be all right. I think we seem to be coping quite well. Brenner's going to come off after about 10-15 minutes. Well played, Riedeveld. Don't get caught out again, though. Brenner. Over the top, Michy Batshuayi. Always in them advanced forward positions. Look at this. It's free. Changes will be made in 5 minutes' time. That is game, set, and match. We are on fire right now. That counter-attack just works an absolute treat. Because we've got the right players, right positions. So, really happy with that. So really now it's just about clean sheets. Michy, inside to Meyer. Meyer, Brenner, one-on-one. He's hit it over. Went for power more rather than precision or precise placement. So, right, Brenner's coming off. We're going to make some changes. I'm going to actually take Brenner off and put McBurney on. That's the thinking in that. Jesse Lingard's coming on, and he's going to play where Batshuayi plays as an advanced forward. That's what I'm going to play. Or, do you know what? I might change it. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing, people. So, swap them around. Just gives us that extra. So we don't need the attacking midfielder. We need him on support. And we've got that extra sort of, McBurney can go on advanced forward attack. Get him up top. Get him on the goals. In amongst the goals. I think I'm going to put El Neni on for Riedewald. These two don't get on though, Cook and El Neni. They don't play well. So that's all we're going to do right now. That's all we can do. And then shouts, I'm just going to give him a little praise. Really, I want a clean sheet. Just show that we can shut out a shop. Or shut up shop. Shut out a shop. Shut up shop. Close them doors. Shut your curtains. Whatever you want to do. Any phrase you want to say means the same. Okay, so 10 minutes to go. Really comfortable. I mean, amazed that Norwich have had 4 shots. Mind you, they've had all the possession. But that's how we play counter-attacking football. I mean, me personally, I just think our defence looks so much more solid this year than last year. Cook, great ball. McBurney, little dink over the goalie. Makes it 4. So, he's getting in with the goals. Ollie McBurney scores his first goal of the season for Mr. Crystal Palace himself, Mr. Cuddly. Look at that. Goalie comes out. Little dink. Oh, sweet as. It's sweet as. We'll watch that one again. Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. 4-0 victory, guys. Should put us in the top 7. Very pleased. Well done. What's that done? So it's put us 5th in the league, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm more of a mind of that's where we belong now, in the top 7. Only because we've done it once. However, there is the fear with European football. Once that kicks in, we will drop points. Listen, I'll be happy with anywhere 12th and above. Let's see what I'm going to play. So we are probably going to come back. So I like to do between 10 and 14 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I cap it off at Newcastle, I'll come back midway through November. We'll face Bournemouth, and I'm pretty certain there might even be a cup game in there as well. Failing that, there will be more games in November. We're not just playing the one in November unless there is a break that I'm unaware of, or is it a World Cup or something? Will it be a World Cup or anything? Because I don't know how it would have worked with COVID. So hang on a minute. So there's a 4-week gap from Bournemouth to the game in the 26th. There's a 6-week gap. So I think there's a 6-week period where there's a World Cup. Any comments, let me know, because I'll be really intrigued to find out. So I'll tell you what, we will come back for the Newcastle and Bournemouth game. I might even throw in the Sheffield United game as well. But every episode won't be 3 games. It'll probably be 2, or there might even be some updates. 2 games, and then maybe updates of 2 or 3 goals in each game or something. So that is going to conclude this episode. As I said, this has been an exciting start to the season. I hope you're happy with the work we've done off the pitch, i.e. transfers in, transfers out. Not many out, but transfers in. Any comments on any of the players we've brought in, or any of the games, the tactics, the style I'm playing, anything you want to know or anything you want to ask, feel free to message me. Give me a thumbs up. And of course, it'd be wonderful, bottom right hand corner, if you could press subscribe. I will be very much appreciative of you. So, without further ado, guys, it's time for me to say goodbye. So, from me, Mr. Cuddly, thanks for watching episode 1. It's over and out. Take care, guys.